Awesome.
And enjoy.
Right. Yeah, right.
Alrighty. Let's get going here, team. Thanks, Chris. Okay, find yourselves somewhere in your space, somewhere in your mat. Take your feet hip width apart, whether it's your morning, your evening, your afternoon. Take a nice big inhale up and overhead. Exhale, take a little fold forward, bend your knees, and just let your whole upper body go. Take as much bend in your knees as you need to start to decrease that stretch to the backside of your hamstrings. Let your head hang heavy. Take a couple of full breaths here. Breathe it in, breathe it out. We'll mobilize the spine, warm the body up before we start our little HIIT segment. Take a little inhale, halfway lift. Think about lifting your chest off your thighs, getting your back nice and flat. Exhale, come back to that fold. Take one more inhale up halfway. Exhale, back to that fold. Place your hands down. Start to walk your feet back so you're coming into a nice downward dog. Feet could be hip width apart. Bend into your knees. Really press your hips up and back so you can be nice and long through your upper chest, through your shoulders. Take a full breath in here. Full breath out. One more, breathe it in. Exhale, you're gonna shift your body forward so you bring your knees down to the floor. Walk your hands back underneath your shoulders. Just take a couple cat-cows. Just start to create that space through the spine. One more, breathe it in. Exhale, breathe it out. Come back to a neutral spine. And then step your right foot outside of your right hand. So that right foot's just gonna step up. You're going to use your right arm like you're dragging your forearm down towards your ankle and then rotating that arm up. Get about 4 on this side. Exhale as you come down. Inhale to open up. Doesn't have to be all the way to the floor. It might be halfway down. You're just working within that range that feels good in your body. Take one more. Inhale it open. Plant that right hand back down. Step that right knee back. Left foot steps up outside of that left hand. A little rotations on that left side just to mobilize through the back of that left hip, left hamstring, upper back, chest, shoulders. 2 more. Last one. Exhale, coming back through center, planting your hands, stepping your feet back into that high plank. Take 4 full breaths here. A little softness of the elbows. You can always come down to those knees. You've got 3. We're going to press it back to that downward dog in 2. Last one, press it back to that downward dog. Full breath in. We've got a couple pikes to plank. You inhale, you shift back to that high plank. You exhale back to that down dog. Just that smooth transition forward, back. You've got 4, back, 3, 2, last one, forward, back, downward dog. Take your feet hip width apart, walk your hands back towards your toes, sink your hips down into your squat, and then come up to that standing position. You've got 5, just warming up through those hips. You got 4, 3, we're gonna walk back into that high plank in 2. Last one, walk all the way back into that high plank. You have 1 push-up at the bottom, knees or toes up to you. 1 push-up, you walk it all the way back into those feet. You sink your hips down, you've got those 5 squats. 5, 4, you're gonna cycle through this 2 more times. Last one, walk your hands all the way back out. You have that 1 push-up. Walk it all the way back in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk it all the way back out. Last time, 1 push-up, all the way back in. Here we go. You got 5, 4. We're going to stay up standing in 3, in 2, in 1. We get a little glute warm up. You're just alternating that step back lunge. You've got 10, 9, you find whatever range feels good in your knees and your hips. You got 6. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, come back up to standing. We're gonna start in our shoulders today and in our planks. You're gonna make your way back down to that high plank position. Nice and slow, opposite knee, opposite elbows. I'll warm you up as we go through. Here we go, it's 3, 2, 1. Opposite knee, opposite elbow. Exhale as that knee drives in. Just warming up through those shoulders. We got 20 seconds here. Breathe. Nice. Here we go. You got 10. Knees or toes. You're going to come into 20 seconds of push-ups in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 20 seconds of push-ups. You pick your choice, knees or toes. Make sure your chest is coming down between your palms. There we go. Everything's going to speed up as we go. Don't worry. That heart rate's going to increase. You're just building that warmth in those joints nice and safely. You got 10 more seconds here. We're going to go for one more round. Everything's going to speed up in 5, 4. You're coming back to that high plank in 3, in 2, in 1. Start to jog those knees in a little quicker. We have that same 20 seconds here. There we go. You can still take it to that opposite knee to elbow, or those knees can just come straight into your chest for those mountain climbers. You've got 10, 9, 8. You're back in those push-ups in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 20 seconds in those push-ups. See if you can pick up that pace just a little bit. Exhale as you push the ground away. There we go, team. You got 15 seconds left here. We're coming up to standing. We're going to increase that heart rate, increase that leg work. You got 10, 9, 8, 7. That breath stays there. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to come up to standing. Shake out those wrists, those shoulders, and just that little light skip side to side. So we've got a couple sets here. They're going to be 30 seconds apiece. Our first one is some high knee skips. So just drawing those knees nice and high into our chest. We got a set of jacks, and then we got a set of side to side squats. I'll lead you through that as we go. 30 seconds apiece. We go in 3, 2, 1. So start with those high knee skip ups. So really think about like getting your feet a little bit higher off the ground. So get that nice little light imaginary skip rope in those hands, so the shoulders are still doing something here. There we go. You got 15 seconds left here. We go straight into jumping jacks in 10, 9. You slow anything down that doesn't feel good in your joints. Here we go in 5. We take it straight into the jacks in 3, 2, 1. Just right into those jacks, nice and easy. They can always turn into that step. Think about engaging your shoulder blades here. So you're not just throwing those arms around, you're actively taking them up and down. There we go. You got 10 seconds left here. Our next set, you're either in a squat, side to side, or you're in a little hop squat, side, side. We go in 3, 2, 1. So you're either in that side, side, or you're in that little hop from side to side with those squats. Breathe. 30 seconds here. Nice and light in those feet, or in that step, squat, step, squat. So a little bit wider in that squat form. So sinking those hips back. You're here for 5. We repeat again in 4. Into those high knee skips in 3, in 2, in 1. Right back into those high knee skips. 20 seconds so that time goes down so our work can come up. There we go. You got 10, 9. Breathe. You're into those jacks. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jack it out. 20 seconds. Can you pick up that pace a little bit here? Out, in, out, in. There we go. Body should be getting warm. You're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're in those alternating squats or that little hop from side to side. There we go. 20 seconds. Can you pick up that pace somewhere? Just under. Here we go. You got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That left foot comes forward. So we're going to bring our time back up. Our pace slows down. We've got 45 seconds here. Chest is forward. We're just running that right knee in. We have our lunges in our pulse for 45 seconds. And then we add that lunge to that knee drive or that hop. 45, 45, 45 on that left leg. Have that hinge forward. We start with those run-ins in 3, 2, 1. Just running that right knee in. You pick whatever pace works for you here. That breath stays nice and consistent. Make sure you're bent through that left hip. That right foot is nice and light as it runs in. You start to build that pace as we go. That first one's more endurance. That second one's where we go through, we add that sprint in. You're passing that halfway point. We have those up and down lunges. You got them in 10 seconds. It's 10, 9. Just running that right knee into chest. Use your arms. Get a little lower in that left thigh. Here we go. It's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down and up with that left leg still forward. So find a pace that basically gives you no rest. You're up and down. You're nice and consistent, whatever that range looks like for you. Maybe knee comes to ground. Maybe it only gets halfway, but it's smooth. Down, up, down, up, down, up. We have that full 45 seconds here. Think about that weight being that heel of the left foot. So that front glute drives you up. A little less weight in that back foot. Chest is still tall, core is still in. Nice, team. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We go from that lunge to that knee drive. You either stay here or you add in that hop. So it's not about fast going through, it's about stability. When you control your way back, if you're just in that knee drive, you're really driving that knee up, like it's breaking through an imaginary 2x4 at the top of that movement. Yes, have that opposite hand to foot connection. We're almost through here. Yeah, less than halfway. So good. We got some switch drops or alternating lunges coming up to break us into that next side. You're here for 10 seconds. Breathe. It's 9, 8, 7. There we go. That little exhale, that knee drives in. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have a minute. You're either in alternating lunges or you're in your switch drop. Up to you. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. So you're either in that switch drop, switch drop, or you're in those alternating lunges. Full minute here. You should be able to notice that left leg a little bit more than the right. Nice and light on those toes. There we go. You're in that alternating step. Pace yourself through. We got a little break coming up after. We're coming down to the floor, down onto our backs. You're past halfway. You got 20 seconds left here. There we go. You got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job, team. Come all the way down to the ground, still driving through that left foot. So that left foot stays closer to us. That right foot just slides out. We got some offset bridges. I want most of your weight to be in your left leg. but your hips stay nice and square. Hands come up towards the ceiling. Left foot is our driver, right foot just there for a little bit of support. We got a full minute here, and then we got some core. It's 3, 2, 1, press. So same thing again, nice and consistent with that pacing, driving through that left hip, left heel. So that left glute starts to bring our hips up. Press, press. There we go. We got that full minute here. You're 20 seconds in. Press, press, press. Here we go. It's halfway. You got 30 seconds to go. We got a little core before we come back and we roll through that same thing on that second side. Breathe. You got 20 seconds here in that offset glute bridge. Driving through that left heel. Make sure those hips, they're still tracking nice and evenly as they come up towards the ceiling. Breathe. You got 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Your knees are coming to 90. Your hands are coming up from your shoulders in 2 and 1. Knees up to 90, hands up from your shoulders. We go opposite arm, opposite leg. We got 30 seconds in that dead bug. Rib cage stays pulled to floor. There we go, team. So take that little break, take that little breather for that heart rate. Body is still working nice and hard down here. Out. And that exhale times that movement. We got 15 seconds left here. And then we're straight back up to standing. Out, in, out, in. Doesn't have to be completely extended in that opposite leg that's extending out. Low back should stay nice and neutral on the ground. We got it here for 5. For 4, you're back up to standing. In 3, we got those high knee skips in 2. Last one, make your way back up to standing. We go back through that little set, 20, 20, 20, and then we get to that second side. Those high knee skips in 3, 2, 1. Start to bring it into those high knee skips, 20 seconds here. We're going to alternate through our jacks. So our jacks are going to come out and in. Arms are going to be in front of you. You're trying to keep your elbows in line with those shoulders. We get a little bit more work through the top of that shoulder girdle. You got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out and in with those jacks. The arms go under, over. Think about like you're trying to elbow someone behind you and then you punch something in front of you. So you're activated through those 2 sides of the shoulder movements. You're not just popping the chest. It's all in that upper set of those shoulders, those rhomboids, those deltoids, nice and activated like you'd be holding hands in your fists. There we go. You got 10 seconds left here. When those little side-to-side squats or those squat jumps on either side, you've got it in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So you're either in those side-to-side squats or that squat jump on either side. You got 20 seconds. We got that whole set going with that right leg. Breathe. Nice job, team. Yes. Full breath in, full breath out. So we're going to repeat our rounds 2 times today. We've got that longer round first, and then that shorter round second. But on that shorter round, I want you to kick up your pace for everything. You got 8 seconds here. 7, 6, 5. That right leg's going to be forward. We run that right leg in, that left leg in 3, 2, 1. Right foot forward, hinge over that right side. 45 seconds in 3, 2, 1. Just running that left knee in. So we got those 3 sets of those 45 seconds on that right side. So this isn't that all out speed yet. This is just that little bit of push. So it should fatigue you towards the end of that 45, but if you're feeling gas at 20 seconds, you know you need to pull it back just a little bit. Save that effort for that second time through. Hit. Hit. Can you get a little lower in that right thigh, right hip, right glute? Yes. There we go. Breathe. You got 15 seconds left here. We take those lunges up and down. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Into that lunge, up and down. So grounding down through that right heel, right glute. So whatever that range is for you, you hit the bottom of that range, you hit the top of that range, you cycle right the way through. Anywhere you want those arms to be, but the shoulders are down and back, chest is lifted, core is in. So you still have awareness of what's happening in that upper body. Down and up. We're just pumping all that work into that right side. We've got that lunge with that knee drive coming up. You got 15 seconds, breathe, down, up. Yes, team, here we go, it's 10, 9, make sure you're sinking that right hip back. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You come straight into that knee drive. Or maybe you add in that hop. A lot more spice in that right leg. If that knee is coming in, it's a nice strong knee drive up into that chest. Yes, that exhale, that knee comes in. Nice and controlled as you step back to that lunge. So that form always comes first before that speed. Make sure you feel balanced, you feel secure, you add in that power, and then that speed comes in right behind you. You're under 20 seconds to go here. Breathe. Yeah, 15. You got 10. You're either going to be in those alternating lunges or those switch dips in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're either in those switch dips or those alternating step back lunges. Switch down. There we go, team. You finish off that full minute here. We're already 20 seconds in. You got 40 seconds to go, and then you're down on the back. You got that second side for those offset glute bridges. Breathe. There we go, halfway. You got 30 seconds left to go. Is that breath still there? Legs are working hard. They got a little bit more hard work ahead of them, don't worry. They're not gassed yet. We're just getting them to that fatigue point. There we go. You got 20 seconds, just under. Breathe. It's 15, 14, 13. You're down on your backs in 10. That right foot is in, that left foot is a little bit slid out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So you're in that glute bridge position. You slide that left foot a little bit forward. More weight in your right leg. Maybe it's 70, 80, 90% of your weight. That left toe is just there to keep your hips nice and square. We got a minute of just driving up through that right heel into that glute bridge. Press, press, press. So that breath comes back under control. Our next time up to standing, those two segments are going to squish together, but our timing is going in half. So instead of 45 seconds a piece, we got 20 seconds a piece, but both those sides are going to be back to back. And then we got a little sumo squat, modified burpee combo coming up. So much fun to look forward to. You got 15 seconds here. You got 10. Breathe. It's 8, 7, 6. Your knees are going to come up. Your hands are going to be up from your shoulders. We got that dead bug set again in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fold those knees up to 90, hands above your shoulders. We take opposite arm, opposite leg. We take them out. And make sure that rib cage stays down. Your low back shouldn't be changing shape on the ground. So nothing moves except for that opposite arm and leg. Think about being super controlled, like you're balancing an open glass of water on your shins. You don't want to spill that all over the floor. There we go. Exhale. We got 20 more seconds right here. We got a little plank combo before we come up to that second set of our legs. You've got 10 seconds here. Breathe. Exhale. It's 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. You're going to roll straight into plank in 3, in 2, in 1. Flip your way right over into plank. Knees or toes up to you. Feet are nice and wide. We tap those shoulders. We have 20 taps. We have 10 walks in and out to bear, and then we're up to standing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tap those shoulders. 3, 4. Think about everything else being nice and still. So that means you need to take your feet wider. Take your feet wider. Can you keep your gaze just past your fingertips? Your chest should be in line with your thumbs. Your shoulders should stack right on top of your wrist. You got 8, 7. We're stacking back into that plank in 5, 4, 3. You're headed to that halfway point in class. 2. Last one, back into that high plank. We walk into that bear position. Knees line up right underneath the hips. We go in, out, out. 8, 7. It's 6. You're up to standing in 5. Breathe. It's 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last one. Take it all the way up to standing. That left foot's coming back forward. We got 20 seconds apiece for that left leg, 20 seconds apiece for that right leg, and then we'll do those both legs together for 2 minutes at the end. Here we go. Left foot forward. It's 3, 2, 1. So this is where you can start to push that speed, running that right knee in. You just got 20 seconds here. 20 seconds in those lunge drops, 20 seconds into that knee to chest. You got 10 seconds left. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. You're straight into those lunges. And 2 and 1. Down and up. Really pumping through that left glute, that left heel. Like you're a supercharged elevator up and down. Make sure that left hip, it sinks back. It's not taking that knee way past those toes. It's sinking that hip down and back. Yeah, 10, 9, we're into that knee drive. And 7, it should be a nice release for that left leg. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drive that knee up, back to that lunge. You're gonna add in that hop or stay with just that knee drive in. Yes. So good. You got 10 seconds left. We switch straight into that right leg. And 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch out those legs. Run that right, left knee in, right foot forward. That same set, 20, 20, 20. Breathe. Exhale, exhale, all the way in, all the way in. Yes, team, so good. Breathe. We got those lunge ups and downs, nice and smooth in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. And you pick up that pace, you got 4, 3, 2, 1. Up and down with those lunges. Make sure you feel all 5 of those toes of that front foot in the floor. Drive down through that heel. Building that power through that right leg, right glute, right quad, down, up, down, up. We got that lunge knee drive coming up, team. You got it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drive that knee straight in, 20 seconds. There we go, yes. So good, all the way through. We start the combo in that 3 minutes of our double leg movement together. And 5 and 4, you come into those high knee skips in 3 and 2 and 1. Straight into those high knee skips. Start to shake out that lactic acid. It should feel pretty good in those legs. 30 seconds. So this is that little kind of breather that you give yourself. Heart rate is still climbing, but breath is starting to settle. We had a nice long combo with our burpees coming up. You got 10 more seconds here. We go straight into those jacks in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right into those in and out jacks with those elbows facing out and there we go. 30 seconds. We got those side to side squats or those side to side squat jumps. Yes. You got it all the way through, team. You got 10 seconds here. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're either in those side to side squats or those side to side squat jumps. 30 seconds. Yes. We got our modified burpee combo coming up. We got a little up, a little down. I'll lead you through it. You got 15 seconds left here. There we go. You got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're coming back into that high plank. You can always drop the knees. We've got shoulder tap off the knee, opposite elbow. We hop or step up. You have 4 squats. You can add 4 squat jumps on if you prefer. You come back. We go for those 2 push-ups, those 2 shoulder taps, those 2 knee to elbows. I'm back up for those 4 squats or squat jumps. We have 5 rounds coming up here. Here we go. Set up in that plank. It's 3, 2, 1. You go shoulder tap, opposite knee, opposite elbow, hop or step up to that squat position. 4 squats or 4 squat jumps. 2. Last one, we come back down into that plank. Tap, knee, hop or step it up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hop or step it back. Tap, knee, in, and hop or step it up. 4, 3, yes. 2, 1. Back to that plank. Tap, knee, in, and hop or step. 4, 3. We're in that last round in 2, and 1. Take it down. Tap, knee, hop or step it up. You got 4. You got 3. We stay up in 2, and 1. You're back into those side to side skips. Nice and low. Full breath in. Full breath out. So we're going to come through that combo a second time a little later on. We just increased the reps of everything we're doing. You got 10 more seconds here, or maybe grab a sip of water, a little towel off. I'll lead you into that next standing set. We're going into those skaters. So either those nice side to side steps, or you got that little sweep, side. Here we go. And 5, and 4, 3, 2, 1. So you're either in those low skaters, that side to side step, or you start to add in that hop. Nice full breath in, full breath out. Work on that stability on that landing side. So if somebody pushed you once you landed, would you fall over? Could you keep it nice and still? Yes. You got 20 seconds here. Breathe. So good. You got 10. You got 9, 8, 7, 6. You're gonna pop down into your high plank in 5. We got out and in with the legs with a hop or step in 3, in 2, and 1. Pop into that high plank. You're either going out and in the hop, or you walk your feet out, in, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. You're on your back in 3, 2, 1. Flip it all the way over. Knees up, hands back. We have a curl. We tuck our elbows in towards our knees. We inhale. We extend our elbows wide. We take our legs long. We got 20 here. Starting that curl, knees to nose, elbows to knees. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, extend it out. Exhale, curl it in. There we go. This is 3, 4, 5. We're coming right back up to standing. We got that side to side. Breathe. Yes, team. All the way through. You got it for 8, 7, 6. You're well past halfway in class. You got 5. We're back up to standing in 4. We come back into those skaters in 3, in 2. Last one, you come back up to standing. We got those skaters, another set of those 45 seconds. We go in 3, in 2, and 1. Take that 45 seconds, side, 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 side. Breathe. Exhale. Extra challenge if your mat moves with you. Breathe. Side. Side. Yes. So good. That full 45 seconds, you're already 20 seconds in. You got 20 seconds to go. We hop right back into the high plank. We got those out and in with our legs. And 15. Breathe. You have this. Can you get a little lower? Can you get a little bit more horizontal distance on your floor? You got 10, 9, 8, 7. We're in that high plank in 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. We pop down into that high plank, out and in with those legs, or out, in, out that walk. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that high plank. You got 30 seconds here. We're going to come back into that little burpee segment. This time you have 4 shoulder taps, 4 knees to opposite elbows. You still stay with those 4 squats or 4 squat jumps to the top. We go for that same 5 rounds. Here we go in 10 seconds. We start with those shoulder taps in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tap. 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee goes in. 3, 2, 1. Hopper, step it up. 4 squats or 4 squat jumps. 3, 2, 1. Right back down. Tap it out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hopper, step it up. You got it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down. This is round 3 of 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down. Tap. 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee goes. 4, 3, 2, 1. Up we go. Last round coming in 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to that floor. That last round. Tap. 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee goes. 4, 3, 2, 1. Up to that squat or squat jump. You got 4, 3, 2. We're into those skips. Last one. Skipping out nice and light on those toes. Let it go. Big breath in. Big breath out. All the way through, team. We got about 15 minutes left to go. You have this. We got a little high knee set. So whether your high knees are a march or a run, we're adding overhead punches. So we have 20 seconds in those overhead high knees, 20 seconds with that left foot forward in a punch segment, 20 seconds with that right foot forward in a punch segment. We got a little squat twist coming in. Here we go. 20, 20, and 20, and 3, and 2, and 1. You start with those knees up and those fists up towards the ceiling. You imagine like there's a cord attaching your knee to your elbow. The higher that arm goes, the more that knee gets pulled up with you. Yes, so good. Core is nice and tight. Spine is nice and aligned. You're exhaling as those punches come up. You got 10, 9. That left foot's going to be forward in 7, in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left foot forward. You know, jab, cross, left, right. Make sure you got a little bit of movement through those feet. Little side to side. Little bounce in those legs. Left, right, left, right. That exhale every time that punch comes out, whether they're slower or more continuous, it's exhale, exhale. Every time that punch comes out, they go right back into that face. You got a little twist to that front heel, big twist to that back heel. There we go. You got 10 seconds. We switch the legs. We go right, left in those punches in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch those legs. Right, left, right, left. There we go. Can you get a little lighter on those feet? Breathe. breathe. You go all the way through that 20 seconds. Yes, team, you got 10. Breathe. 8, 7, 6, 5. We got a squat, twist combo in 4. You're in the center of your mat. Your feet are squat width apart in 2. And 1, we squat it down. We twist towards that right knee as we lift that right leg. We alternate side, side. Make sure it's that upper body that rotates. That knee stays pointing towards your straight. Yes. All the way through. You got that 20 seconds. Exhale, you rotate towards that lifted leg. Breathe. We come down. It's 10. Exhale, you got 9. You got 8, 7, 6. Breathe for 5. We're back in plank in 4. You're on those forearms in 3, in 2, in 1. You set yourself back up in that plank, knees down or knees up. We punch, alternating arms from that forearm punch. Feet are wide in 3, 2, 1. Try to minimize as much side-to-side motion as you can. That means you take your feet wider, take your feet wider. You can always drop those knees to the ground, but make sure your bum stays down. Our hips like to come up and shift that weight up into our neck. We want to keep it down so we keep it in our shoulders and our core. Breathe, punch, punch. You got it. 7, exhale, 6. For 5, you're on your back in 4. You got it in 3, in 2, in 1. You flip it all the way down onto your back. We've got some opposite knee bicycles, opposite knee, opposite elbow. We have 20 alternating through. We get a little halfway rewind, halfway repeat, and then we hit both sides. Here we go. You alternate for that first round in 3, in 2, in 1. Nice and smooth. Just alternate opposite knee, opposite elbow. Start to connect that breath with that movement. Twist, twist, twist. There we go. Breathe all the way through. We got just under 10 minutes left of work, guys. We got that little stretch out coming at the end. Don't worry. Breathe, twist, twist, twist. You're here for 10. You're going to stay on that one side, that left elbow to that right knee in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to stay left knee, right elbow. Breathe, hit, hit, hit. Like you're just repeating that one side. Breathe, exhale, in. You got 10. We switch that second side, repeat in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Feet are coming up towards the ceiling in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Head can come down. Feet are coming up. Have neck and shoulders reach up. We go opposite hand, opposite side of that ankle. Just that alternating reach. And 3, 2, 1. Got that reach. Side, side. Breathe. See if you can get your shoulder blades higher off the floor. Little reach. Reach. You're going to reach both your hands towards your toes. We pulse up in the middle in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both your hands up towards your toes. Little lift, lift, lift. Little squeeze up, up. You got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll your way back into plank. We have one push-up segment, and then we are coming up to standing for that little final piece. There we go. We come back into that plank position. Got my little unhelpful buddy today. There we go. Coming into that plank position. So we have 3 different types of our push-ups. We have our regular push-up. We have our tricep push-up where elbows are nice and tight down by sides. And then we have that diamond push-up where thumbs and index fingers make a diamond in the center of our chest. Elbows are going to come out wide. You got 5, 5, 5. We're going to go through 3 sets of this one. It adds up pretty quickly. So if you start on your toes and you need to come down to your knees, make that an option for yourself. We go 3 sets through, 5, 5, 5. Here we go. Start in that regular push-up position first. In 3, 2, 1. You take it 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You rearrange your hands. You're in those triceps. So hands are a little bit closer. Elbows stay nice and close to your side. You got 3, 2, 1. You rearrange into that diamond position. That diamond is right in the center of your chest. Elbows are out to the side. You got 4, 3, 2, 1. We go again. Back to that regular push-up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to those triceps. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to that diamond. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last round, regular. Take it 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Into those triceps. 5. I know they burn. You got a 4, 3, 2, 1. Back into that diamond. Thumb and index finger. 4, 3, 2, 1. Press it back into that child's pose. Just stretch out through those shoulders. We got our big set coming up right till the end. We saved it best for last. So we have a 6-minute segment. Everything is 1 minute a piece. So we got 6 different exercises. We will run through it for 6 minutes straight. I'll lead you through the first 3 so you have an idea of where you're going so you can make that transition nice and quick. And then I'll hit you with the last 3 as we go. That first one is super easy. We're in that squat pulse. We got 1 minute here. You have 1 minute of regular squats. We take 1 minute back into those skaters. And I'll lead you through the next 3 as we go. A minute a piece for each of these. Those squat pulses add up pretty quickly to get those legs nice and burning by the end of this set. Here we go, team. 6 minutes of work. That's it. That's all you got left to do. First 3 minutes you're prepared for. Next 3 you'll find out. In 3, 2, 1. You're pulsing down in that squat position. Make sure it's not forward at the hips. Hips sink down and back. Breathe. This one adds up fairly quickly. So start to focus on your breath. Start to focus somewhere else in your body. What are your shoulders doing? Are they away from your ears? We're approaching that halfway point. Here we go. 30 seconds left to go. Can you sink a little lower? You should really start to be feeling those legs. Really press down for your heels so you've got that nice cushion for that body. Pulse, 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 pulse. There we go. Yes, you got 15 seconds left. You're going straight into those squats. You can always alternate the squat jump in if you got a little bit more you want to push here today. You got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right into those squats. It's almost like you're trying to escape that bottom of the squat. Every time you go up, it feels great. Every time you go down, that burn comes straight back. Hit, hit. Find that breath. It's exhale. Halfway, 30 seconds. You know you've got those skaters coming up. Those last 3 minutes are still a mystery. Don't worry, you got lots of room to push. If you want to add some squat jumps in here, by all means, add them in. You got 20 seconds left. Breathe. Nice and light with those feet, nice and heavy with those heels. You got 10, 9. You're into those skater steps or hop. In 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right into those skaters. Side, side, side. There we go. Yes. Full minute here, team. There we go. So those front of those quads, those front of our glutes are starting to find a little bit of that burn. Those lateral edges, those sides of our glutes, those sides of our quads, that's what's gonna hit us in those skaters. Side. Side, can you work it a little lower? You got 30 seconds left here. Breathe. We're coming straight into our high plank. We have 1 minute of holding high plank, or you can stay in those mountain climbers. You break in that high plank at any point. Here we go. You got 15 seconds. You hit that high plank straight away. Breathe. You got 10, 9. A 6-minute segment increases as we go in fatigue level. You stay that same consistency throughout. You got it for 3, 2, 1. You've got a minute. You're running those high knees into your chest, or you're holding that plank. You drop those knees any point you need. You pick any place that you have. Breathe. Exhale. In. Can you find a pace you can keep consistent for that full minute here? You have 40 seconds. Hit. That exhale drives those knees in. At any point you take that break in that plank, you hold. Under 30 seconds, hit. We're going straight into those full burpee sets, so those modified ones that we did twice through class today. You're just going regular burpees, whether that's a hop or a jump from your plank to your squat. You can add that squat jump at the top, or just a reach up from that squat. You got 10 seconds here. You're gonna hop your feet to your hands in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hop or step it up. 1 burpee, come all the way down and back. Your choice, it can be a step back to that plank and a step up to that squat, or it's a hop and a squat up. You got a full minute here, so pace yourself. Stay consistent. There we go. Breathe. Nice job, team. You know you have that 1 minute left to push at the end. That's that wild card. You have 30 seconds. For our last minute, you choose any place that you want to be standing to find that last push, whether that's high knees, jumping jacks, squat jumps. You pick. Skips, all up to you for that last full minute here. You got 15 seconds before we get there. Anything you want to do upstanding for that last minute in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it all the way up to standing. Last minute, anything you want to do, that wild card move. You just go consistent for that full minute. So this is that end of that sprint. You got anything left to give, you start to give it harder and harder and harder as that time starts to melt down. You're already 20 seconds in. You got 40 seconds to go. There we go, team. All the way, all the way. We got that nice stretch out coming up. Breathe. This is that 30 seconds left. 30 seconds left. You got a little bit more. You give it now. Breathe. Hit. There we go. Here we are. 20 seconds to go. 20 seconds to go. All the way through. You finish right to the end. We're nice and strong all the way to that finish line. You got 15 seconds. Breathe. It's 10. Do you have anything else to give? Can you go a little deeper, a little faster, a little harder? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Shake out those legs. Stay standing. Woo. Let those legs go. They did some nice work for us today. Take a nice big inhale up and overhead. Exhale. Let those arms go. Just to bring that room back into our breath, back into our rib cage. Exhale. One more. Breathe it in. Exhale. Breathe it out. Take your feet wider than your hips. Soften into your knees. Both arms reach up. Take a little tilt over towards one side. Inhale back up through center. A little tilt. Other side. Inhale back through center. Soften your knees. Let your arms come down. Start at your chin. Tuck your chin to your chest like you're rolling each vertebrae of your spine down to that fold. You bend your knees more as you need to. You get to the bottom, maybe do a little shimmy side to side. Let your head go, a little shake, yes and no. Full breath in, full breath out. Plant your hands down to the floor, step your knees down to the ground, and then take your way onto your hips. Feet come out in front of you, hands can come behind you. Nice and tall for your chest. Just let those knees fall from left to right, right to left. Come back through center, cross that left ankle over your right thigh. You make that V as big as you need to. If you want a little bit more stretch, walk your hands in or scoot your right heel closer towards your right hip. Should be feeling that left glute, left side hip open up here. Full breath in, full breath out. One more, breathe it in. Exhale, breathe it out. Gently walk those hands further out. Uncross that leg, take that right ankle across that left thigh. Find that same stretch on that second side. Nice full breaths in here. Full breaths out. One more, breathe it in. Exhale, breathe it out. Gently let yourself out of that stretch. Bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees open out wide. Hands can come to ankles or shins. Pull your chest forward so you're nice and tall, and then do a little hinge over those legs. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. One more, breathe it in. Big exhale, breathe it out. Roll and stack your spine back up. Help those knees back together. Scoot yourself down onto your backs. Pull your right knee into your chest. Let your left leg extend long on the ground, and then take that right knee across the body over towards that left side. So you just have that nice big opening across that body. Taking 3 more full breaths here. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. 2 more. Last one. Gently make your way back through center. Right leg long, left knee pulls into chest. Take that left knee across the body over to that right side. Just to even out both sides of that body. Nice full breaths in, full breaths out. Making your recovery just as important as that work. Take 1 more full inhale. Full exhale. Come back through center. Pull both knees into chest. Take that little rock side to side. Find that rock forward and back along the length of your spine. Awesome job, guys. I hope you had a great Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whatever day it happens to be when you do your workouts. And I will see you next Tuesday.
Thank you so much. That was like devastating.
You're so welcome.
You
had some time off. I had to give you more.
Yeah, you killed us for sure. Thank you. It's so nice to see you.
You're welcome. You too.
Okay.
See you next week. Bye.
You bet. Bye.